Hi everyone, my name is Veronica Virgo, and today we're going to be doing a tarot reading that is going to give you some guidance around the current lesson you're going through in life. How are you currently being initiated? In life, we all go through initiations, big and small. Some examples of big initiations are rites of passage, such as getting married, divorcing, going through the death of a loved one, graduating school, having a child. These are all things that when we go through in life, we change. And the true mark of an initiation is that you are not the same person you were before this happened. But sometimes we go through initiations in life that aren't as readily apparent in our outside world or to those around us. Or maybe we just feel things shifting within us and we're not really sure where we're going, but we know that we're changing drastically and that, we're not the same person we were last week. We're not the same person we even were yesterday. We just feel like we're changing at such a rapid rate. So this reading is going to give you some insight into what does that process look like? What is the current life lesson you are being initiated in right now? And what does the light at the end of the tunnel look like for you after you've been initiated? In the next clip, I'm going to show you the 3 piles, and I really just want you to take a deep breath, connect with your intuition, take as many deep breaths as you need to before you feel relaxed, grounded, and centered. And this will ensure that you choose the pile that really has the message that was meant for you. Close your eyes, pause the video if you need to, and take as many deep belly breaths as you need. In through your nose and out through your mouth. When you open your eyes, ask your highest self, which pile has the answers and messages that I need to hear right now? Turn off your thinking mind and let your body choose the pile that it was meant for you. Okay, so for those of you who selected pile number 1, here is a look into your process of initiation. Okay, so I can already feel that you guys have a very strong spirit, a very strong willpower, and good for you on that, like a very strong energy. The first cards here are representing the change that's happening in your life. The illusion that you used to see life through the lens of is now beginning to crumble and fall away, and you're seeing things in a completely different way. It's almost like you're a newborn being born again. And the change that is going to help this to come into being could be currently happening right now or is about to happen. You guys got the Mars card and the 3 of Cups. So I have to be honest here, just looking at all the other cards. You have some type of relationship. So for some of you, this is going to be your job and work related. And for others, this is going to be your physical relationship with your partner. And for some of you, this is going to represent your family. Whatever relationship you have in your life that you feel very, very passionate about and very attached to, like you have a strong connection to this person or to this workplace. There's a lot of resistance around this relationship right now. So whenever Mars comes up, it always represents like passion, drive, action, but it can also represent like resistance, war. So these cards represent trial by fear. What is the loneliest portion of your initiation? And you guys actually got the Fool, which is usually a pretty positive card, but it always represents a new start. So the Fool is number 0, as you can see here, and it's the first card in the Major Arcana. So you guys are gonna be on a totally new path. Your initiation, as they always are, is going to be deep and is going to really change and affect your life. You're not going to be the same person after all of these changes occur. So you're really going to be asked to set off and go on a completely new path. So whether this is leaving a current relationship and going and being single and being in a completely different path, or whether it's leaving a job. Honestly, for some of you, I feel like you're going to just completely start all over. And then you also have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So I actually want to share with you the blurb about this card in the book that comes with it in the Work Your Light Oracle deck, because since this is representing the loneliest portion of your initiation, I want to give you guys an affirmation that you can actually say to yourself when you are feeling lonely and you do feel like, you know, huge changes are happening in your life that you're not able to cope with, or that you just feel alone. So in this book, Rebecca Campbell, who created this deck, calls it the Work Your Light transmission. So when you're in your loneliest portion of your initiation, you can repeat this affirmation to yourself. I call upon Pleiadian consciousness of the highest realms and highest good of humanity to work through me. Let me be a channel for only the purest light of the essence of Source. Let me channel in a way that also serves me. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be going through a breakup, because in this section of integrating the lesson, you guys have the Three of Swords next to the Lovers. So this is a pretty obvious message, breaking up, right? Like the Lovers and being heartbroken. Some of you guys are going to be going through a breakup with someone who, you know, you had this dream with them of like a certain life, and, you know, you pictured your life with them, and, you know, you're going to discover some type of information. And I feel like this is going to be a message that you're going to discover on your own, but I feel that I have to share what I'm seeing here. Some of you are going to find out that you've been cheated on. In your awakening section, how you're going to awaken, how you're going to free yourself from this illusion, you guys have the Tower, which always represents an energy outside of ourselves. This is when the universe steps in to help us wake up. So it could be, you know, like a job loss or something happening in your external world that you have no control over is going to come up, and this is going to wake you up because you're going to have no choice at this point. And the other card that was next to freeing you guys from your illusion was the High Priestess. So she's the shamaness that moves between realms and that brings to light what is hidden. So sometimes she can represent secrets or things that aren't yet realized by the conscious mind. She kind of represents the subconscious. So when I see that you guys are going to be hit with something from your environment that you have no control over, that you're just going to be hit with news, secrets are going to be brought to light. And then you have, you know, the Heartbreak card next to the Lovers. And then change that's happening is the Three of Cups, which can sometimes represent somebody coming to interfere in your relationship or like a third person. And then Mars, which is like that swift Aries energy that's just going to come in and shake things up. I do have to be honest and say that I see here that for some of you guys watching this, it is going to be a breakup. And if it's not, you know, a third party, if the third party doesn't represent a person, it also represents something else. So maybe your partner got a job in somewhere else. And they have to go, and then that's going to end your relationship. I don't know exactly what the news is, but some sort of news is going to come to light, and this is going to cause you a lot of like heartbreak, and you're going to feel like the victim. If you see the guy in this card is just like crying, and he's really feeling sorry for himself, and you know, the swords are through the heart, and he just really feels like very like sad and heartbroken. But you're really being asked to, once this happens and once this news arrives, you're really going to start on a completely new journey. And Spirit is really asking you to take a leap of faith, to take risks, and to, now that this thing's out of your life, you have almost like a clean slate where you can step into whatever life you want to. And because you got the Pleiades card, Pleiadians are supposed to be beings that were reincarnated on Earth from a different planet, and they're supposed to channel and uplift humanity. So they're on a double mission to fulfill their own soul mission, but to also uplift humanity with their work. So whether you feel called to, you know, write or share some type of message with the world, this is what's going to get you through this heartbreak that you're going to go through. These cards here are how in the end you're going to actually become of service and be a catalyst for initiation for others. So you guys got some pretty powerful cards. One's card here is the Three of Wands, and I do see travel for you guys for sure. I'm really feeling the energy of traveling. So this could either be just you moving out of the home that you live in with your partner or with your family, or you leaving that job. So it could be just like you physically moving away from that relationship or situation. But for some of you, it's actually going to be, for a select few of you, it is going to be a travel to a completely different country or place, and you guys are going to be really on a spiritual journey. You guys got the Enlightenment card, which represents the crown chakra, so you guys are really going to, you know, travel somewhere new and be on a spiritual journey of your soul purpose. I really feel like going through this, you know, this tower represents the way that you're currently seeing the world, the current dream that you're living in for yourself, your current perspective. But the universe always knows what's best for us, and what's best for you is for you to be fulfilling your soul purpose and to be channeling and uplifting yourself and humanity. But in order to get to the place where you're putting your all into that, you know, the universe is going to have to come in and shake up your life in order to help you gain that new perspective. And secrets are going to be brought to light. But once these secrets are brought to light, yes, you are going to go through a period of upheaval and emotional pain, and you know, you might get stuck in victimhood thought cycles. So I will just say that Spirit is asking you to remember that you always have a choice, and that, you know, to align with your deepest values, because we get so attached to the job, the relationship, our family, this person, this thing. Basically, they're all ideas, right? We're all getting attached to this way of thinking, and we get so attached that it becomes painful to release it and to let it go. But if we just trust and we have faith and we decide to really take a leap of faith, so much, you know, enlightenment and having just a new perspective and zest for life. And I just feel like I'm seeing the world with new eyes. You guys are really going to be seeing the world with completely new eyes. You're going to be changed, you know, and life isn't going to be the same as it was before, but it's going to be so much better than it was before. You guys also have the Father Sky card, which says trust in the unknown. So yeah, you guys are really being asked to just trust in the unknown. You're not going to know what's coming next, and you might, you know, cling to the past a little bit. Oh, my old dream, it's gone now. How am I going to cope without this way of seeing the world? But really, Spirit is asking you to trust in the unknown, so that they can so that your spirit guides and guardian angels and the universe can send you those blessings that, you know, you are deserving of. Purple is the color of creativity, courage, art, and honor. The light at the end of this tunnel is that you're really going to be connected to your most authentic self when, you know, the dust settles from this whole situation. You're really going to look at the world with new eyes. You're going to feel more like yourself than you have in so long. And it's almost like a weight is going to be lifted off your chest, because even though right now I do see that you feel very attached to this situation that's going to come tumbling down, but you're actually going to feel a huge sense of relief and freedom being on your own, being out of that situation. I see that, like, you guys, you do have the Mars, so you do have a lot of goals, and right now is a time of like goal achievement for you guys. You guys are really pushing forward, taking action on your passions, but your energy isn't really matching that drive and willpower that you're exerting in your life. And that's because this situation needs to crumble and needs to be gone, so that you can see everything in a new way. And that new perspective that you're gonna have is really going to connect you with your most authentic self, which is gonna allow you to channel and uplift humanity and be true to your own essence. Okay, so for those of you who selected pile number 1, that was your reading. I really hope that it resonated with you guys, and I'm so excited for you, because even though initiation is always difficult, no matter what pile, no matter what pile you chose, the reality is that an initiation is always going to be difficult, but it's for our highest good, and you guys are really just being asked to let go, trust, and to have faith and align with your highest selves. Okay, pile 1, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Bye. So for those of you who selected pile number 2, the second pile, this is your process of initiation. So pile 2, I feel like some of you guys are introverts. Some of you guys are dreamy. Some of you guys like being on your own and just imagining and idealizing the world. You like daydreaming and thinking about the perfect ideal situations for you. Although you guys do really like to go inward a lot and use your like mind's eye and everything like that, right now you're being actually asked, it's so funny because you guys got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the same cards that group 1 got. But the reading is different, but it's just, I think these are like the big initiation cards. So anyways, basically you got Mars. It says Mars, Force. And this is the card that you got right next to the Hermit. So the Hermit represents you just being someone who really likes to go within and spend time on their own and kind of just, you know, do their own thing. Your relationships and your happiness and all of these things happen more in your mind almost than they do in your physical external world. But right now Mars energy is coming in and it's really asking you to look externally, to join your external world, because the goals that you have and where you want to go and where you want to be, you need to be a little bit more present on the outside in the physical realm. So you're asking to join the physical realm a little bit more, to take action. You're really being asked to take action right now. So the loneliest portion of the process for you guys is going to be the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? So next to that, you guys do have the Knight of Cups, which is, you know, the charming person who really likes to make others feel good and is very emotional, likes to be on kind of emotional highs, but then kind of goes on emotional lows and can get a little bit melancholy. So you're being asked to kind of release and let go of that immature part of yourself who thinks that, you know, everything's gonna happen just by dreaming about it and thinking about it. Of course, those are really important. Intention setting and manifesting through intention setting is very important. But Spirit's just reminding you, don't forget to take action on the outside. You also have the Determination card and the Mars card. So like really you're being asked to like conjure up a lot of your willpower right now and to take action towards your goals. What is it that you guys daydream about and think about, these goals that you imagine for yourself? You really are being asked right now to align your life. So how you're gonna change the script of your thoughts and integrate this lesson is through the Lovers card. And the Lovers card, yes, it can be about, you know, a really special relationship where it's almost like a soulmate relationship. But what I'm getting more for this is the side of the Lovers card where you're aligning your life with your true purpose. Basically, you wanna make your life look more on the outside as to what you're feeling on the inside. And right now I feel like on the inside you guys have all these great dreams and ideas and plans and you see yourself in these amazing luxurious places, but you're not really taking action towards that right now. And you really have to work on making the inside of your life match on the outside, whether that's taking one small step per day or taking a leap of faith and doing a bigger change. But I do feel like for you guys it is going to be something that happens a little bit slower because it's almost like you guys don't want to move. Like I feel an energy of like nope, I'm not moving, I'm staying right here. So maybe just try and work on yourself a little bit more with like flexibility and being open to new ideas and new adventures, whether that means doing something you've never done before. It can be as simple as going for, you know, a hike somewhere new or hanging out with new people that you've never hung around before. But you need to like be a little bit more open to acting on the outside, not just in your head with all of these grand visions, but actually doing those adventures and doing those things that you so dream of. This section of the card reading is supposed to represent you waking up from this illusion, you really like awakening. And you got the Two of Swords, which is so funny because you see how she's blindfolded. She's like, nope, I'm not gonna wake up. I wanna stay asleep. And then you guys got the Three of Swords, which also came up in pile number 1's reading. Why it's coming up so much in a reading about initiation is because it is heartbreaking and it is difficult, and does take a toll on you mentally and emotionally to really make significant changes in your life. So it's totally normal that this card came up, and that, you know, this energy would have to be kind of the energy that comes in that propels you to wake up. So don't be afraid to take that blindfold off and, you know, to see the truth. And what I'm getting about the truth here is really that you guys need to take accountability for your lives. You need to be more responsible. You can't just, you know, dream your life away. You really have to say, okay, nobody's gonna make this happen. Nobody's gonna make my goals and desires and dreams come true. I am the person who needs to make that come true. So step into your sovereignty, pile 2. It's so liberating. It's really scary, and it can be heartbreaking just feeling like, you know, you're on your own. But it's so liberating because you take responsibility for everything in your life, which means that you call back your power, which means that getting to those dreams and those visions and goals are all within your own reach, and you're capable of making those changes and making all of that happen. So this section of the reading represents how you are going to be of service at the end of this great initiation. How is your initiation going to help those around you to spark their own initiation? So you guys got the High Priestess. So for some of you, for a select few of you, this could mean that you're going to be helping people by doing something spiritual related. You could be doing your own spirituality related business, or you could really just be having your own spiritual practices that are really meaningful to you. But for a lot of you, it's really going to be just about balancing your passive side, your feminine side, with your masculine side and your more active side. You guys really do need to find your fire. I see that your environment is really supportive of this passive side of you right now. Your environment is very comfortable. You guys are almost like in your comfort zone, but you don't want to be there. Your dreams and visions are really far away into other places that you want to be. Okay, so for those of you who selected pile number 3, this is your reading for your current process of initiation. So right off the bat, I can see that you guys are in a strong Capricorn energy, and that is the energy of the mountain goat who is so diligently climbing that mountain, getting towards their goals. You guys are very much working hard, working diligently, and doing what you have to do to get to where you want to be. You guys have a goal in mind, and you are, you know, stubbornly like getting up there, which is great. I'm so happy to hear that. You guys also have the 5 of Swords next to it, so I do see that it is a selfish time for you guys. If you guys aren't already kind of thinking selfishly and doing what you need to do, not putting others before you and your needs, then Spirit is really asking you to do that right now. It's okay to do that in terms of your goals, because right now you kind of need to, you know, do what's best for yourself and focus on your goals and where you're headed. This could cause like little hiccups here and there with others, because they may feel like you are so focused on your own goals and where you want to go in your own life that you may not be considering their perspective as much, but that's okay for right now. So the loneliest part of your initiation journey is you guys got the 2 of Pentacles. So really I can see that you guys are juggling a lot right now. You are trying to balance so many things, and this is all in your 3D physical reality. So whether this is balancing your job with your home life, with your social circle, there's just so many things that you're juggling right now. So if you do feel like at some points you are getting really stressed out or overwhelmed, you do have reprieve there. And this card I chose with the intention that this is going to help you through the lonely period. And you guys got share your voice. It says come out of the cave, persecution, expression. So you guys really have a message to share, and I'm really picking up the energy that you guys are really willing to, do what it takes, take the necessary actions and steps. But there's a certain part of your personality and your authenticity that is really being asked to shine through in the work that you're doing. When I was actually shuffling for you guys, pile 3, the color of the sky kept coming up, like this blue color. And I didn't really think much of it, but it's actually coming up again now here in this card visually, and also with the share your voice card. So you guys could benefit from doing some work with your throat chakra. So whether that's doing a throat chakra meditation, or even working with crystals that are that color, and maybe even wearing a necklace right on your throat chakra that is going to help you to express your authenticity and your truth. Whether that's wearing the color blue, gazing at the sky, a certain part of yourself really wants to come through that isn't seeing the light right now. So these next cards are supposed to represent how you actually integrate the lesson. And you guys got the Death card, which is an amazing card to get in this position. So this card is all about really not looking back. So a big message that is coming through from Spirit, and it came from this card too. Do you see how in this card, the guy is looking back, almost like regretfully? Don't look back. So you're the mountain goat, you're climbing the mountain, don't look down. If you look down, you're going to be shaken up, you're gonna lose your grip, you're going to let your fears and your doubts slip in. So not only is the 5 of Swords asking you not to look back at your past, not to look down, not to indulge in those thoughts about, negative self-talk. Also, the Death card is asking you to not look back at your past, to stay in the present. And I feel like you guys really are working towards that, and you're in that right now. Stay in the present and look forward. This card is all about getting down to the nitty-gritty, accepting the inevitable of what's happening, and actually letting your own truth be seen, letting a part of yourself that doesn't really see the light that often really shine through. And next to the Death card, you guys have the Shaman card. So part of integrating the initiation for you is going to be trusting in higher forces. So you guys are so much in that Capricorn energy of like in your physical reality, working towards success, outer success. But you are also being asked to trust in, the other realms, the spiritual realms, whether it's your spirit guides and guardian angels or whatever you may believe in. Trust that the universe has your back. Although it is really good that you guys are using your willpower to achieve your goals and be where you want to be, sometimes too much resistance around your goal energetically can also make it so that it's harder to get to, or that it's always just out of your reach. So know when to, go with the ebb and flow of your cycles, and know when to kind of let go and surrender a little bit and let the universe take care of different aspects for you. Basically, accept help in the spiritual and energetic realms because it's there for you. Also, another thing that comes up with this card is calling back your power. So our power can be taken from us in so many different situations, from big to small. So an example of a small situation could just be, you're out at the grocery store and somebody starts a conversation with you, and you're really in a rush, or you're not, into talking that day, you're just kind of in your own world, and this person just won't stop talking to you. They keep going on, and instead of saying, I'm sorry, I gotta go, you indulge them and you sit there and maybe even 20 minutes goes by and you're still there nodding your head and listening. They're basically sucking the energy right out of you because you don't have it to give them at that time. Anyways, that's just one small example of an instance where you can give away your power. A bigger instance could be a traumatic experience that happened in your life where a part of you almost stayed with that experience. So you're really being asked right now to call back your power, to stand in your power, trust in your healed ancestors, in your spirit guides and guardian angel, trust in the universe. This part of the reading represents how you're going to awaken from all of these illusions. How are you going to wake up and really like be in the next phase of the initiation where you just get it, you're in your new cycle. So you guys got two really positive cards. You have the Three of Wands right next to the King of Pentacles, which just screams opportunity. So I see that a mentor is going to be coming into your life, and this may not be a mentor in the traditional sense that, you know, you're going to follow under them for a period of time, but this is somebody who is wiser than you and has so much wisdom to impart on you and share with you. And just by being around this person, you're going to gain like new perspectives, new ways of looking at things, new inspiration. They're really going to inspire you. And this person does really have the energy of being self-assured, being self-confident, and they have that prestige, that worldly success that, you know, you and your Capricorn energy are really looking to embody yourself. So this section of the reading is supposed to be how you are going to be of service. Once you are initiated, how can you be a catalyst for initiation for others? So you have the Seven of Pentacles, which just confirms that all of this hard work and effort that you're putting into your goal is going to pay off. This man right here is the embodiment of the goat at the top of the mountain with his 7 pentacles right there with him. Your reward is right there for you. Just keep working towards it. And you know, when you have it, you're going to be in such a great position, such a luxurious position that others are going to look at you and be inspired by you and wonder like, I want to be like that person. How do I get to that stage in my life? And you know, you're really going to open up to listening to those around you. So the Steadfastness card represents elephant energy, and elephant energy is very compassionate. Elephants are amazing listeners. They really like look past all the bullshit, excuse me, to get through to the seat of the soul. So, you know, you're going to be in a position where you are really able to see others for what they are, but you are going to challenge them. So after listening to them and seeing them, it's almost like you're going to really see all of their flaws or what they need to do in order to like crack the whip and get into shape, and you're not going to be afraid to like, you know, play devil's advocate or to really give them that sword, yield the sword of truth for them and be like, listen, this is what I'm seeing after everything you told me, and this is really my advice. And that's really going to help those around you. And I really do see like you coming full circle and being that mentor for others. Now you're coming into a position soon where you are going to be under a mentor learning from them, and it's almost like your initiation is when you come out of that, people are going to come to you and you're going to be their mentor. Okay, so for those of you who selected pile number 3, this was your reading on your process of initiation. I really hope that it resonated with you, and if it did, please let me know down below in the comments. Wishing you guys much love and blessings, and see you soon. Bye!